crazy case of bedhead going on, but that's part of the territory with the West Highland Terrier mix. He's a portable pup. He's always up for a car ride, but he thinks there's nothing better than feeling the wind blow through his scruffy little ears. No matter where you're going, this guy's a great tag-along friend. If you love to travel, just don't leave him in the car during these hot summer days, of course.
Well, we would like to thank one of our generous donors, Rob Johnson, who donated towels, blankets, puppy pads, and cat litter, all of which will help make our homeless pets stay a little cozier. Thank you so much, Rob.
Well, look at this smiley ham of a canine here hanging out with Perry. His name is Tatum. He got that famous bulldog smile, and Perry, English bulldogs require special care, and Tatum here is very particular on what he needs in his new home.
Right, Ash. You know, this is a very, very popular breed, very rare for us to get one, and one of the most expensive breeds out there. So before you all come on jumping down to grab this guy, there's a few things you need to know about the English Bulldog. First of all, not the greatest of all dogs from Arizona. Not impossible to have, but you definitely have to do some homework. They are what's called brachiocephalic. They have the smashed-in nose, so they have some trouble breathing. You're going to hear plenty of snorts and snoring from these guys at night. They don't do super great in the heat. We're not talking about a jogging doggy or a hiking doggy of any kind. It has to be kept indoors and walked when it's nice and cool. They also have folds in their skin which can get infected and all that, so there are some things to know about the English Bulldog. And in addition to that, with this guy, Tatum, he has an ailment that we don't talk about. Valley fever with dogs. It's a very common illness, actually. I think everybody knows it lives in the valley here. It's a spore that exists in our desert soil and gets into the doggy system, and as well as humans can cause problems. You'll see lethargy. You'll see some coughing, some soreness in their joints. It can be treated, and that actually can be cured. So there is some medical issues with this doggy that you have to know about and you have to be willing to put up with. He's all worth it, though. He is a good boy. He is very, very affectionate. He walks nicely on leash, and he actually has a little bit of the old English Bulldog look, a little more rounded face. He's a big cuddler, and he is one big boy, and he's going to be fun to have.
I love all of the roles on that English Bulldog, and the big tongue. They're just big brutes of a dog, but like Perry said, they do need extra care. So if you want to come down and meet this handsome boy, he's available, like Perry said, at our Sunny Slope campus. Thanks, Perry.
Well, our next kittens deserve all the kisses in the entire world because they are kings and queens of cuteness. Denise, tell us about Vera and Mel.
Well, I have Vera here, and she has Mel, and these guys were brought in by our EAMTs as a stray. And luckily, they were still with their mom, so they went to foster care until they were big enough to be weaned, and now they're looking for their forever home. And their foster family says that these guys are very, very playful, and they love ping pong balls. So come on down and meet Vera or Mel and get some ping pong balls, and you will have a ton of fun this summer.
All right, well, on the 4th of July, emergency animal medical technicians rescued this kitty who somehow managed to get her head stuck in a pipe. With a little work, EAMT Mark was able to get the pipe off the kitty's head. The tortie was a little shaken up, but had no major injuries.
Well, life before the show was anything but easy for Pantera. Megan, please tell us her story.
Yeah, this is Pantera here. She was rescued by our EAMTs, and when they came to her, she was covered in ticks. She was just really exhausted, and when she saw them coming, she knew that she was going to get a second chance. Our EAMTs actually go out on 10,000 calls every year to help sick, abused, and injured animals. So when she saw them coming, she knew that she would be well taken care of. She was taken back to our Second Chance Animal Hospital, and she was nursed back to health, and now she's really happy and healthy, and she's stolen the hearts of all of our staff and volunteers at the Humane Society. She's really, really mellow. She's only a year old, but she just kind of likes to sit in your lap and hang out and cuddle. So, you know, she'll want to go on walks and hikes and things like that, but at the end of the day, she really just wants to be in your lap and be cuddled and have someone to love. So she's a great girl.
Everybody loves those Labradors. What a beautiful dog she is. Has a rough start, but future's looking bright. Thanks, Megan. Now, Rayland here is a professional pouncer, and no toy mouse, bug, or feather toy will escape his stealthy paws. Perhaps Lisa, it's those fancy soft paws that give him his super pounce abilities.
One-year-old Raylan here. It's hard to tell, but I'm going to lift his paw up. Somebody put pink soft paws on this boy. I don't know who did that to him, but trust me, he is definitely spunky enough to sport those pink soft paws. You will find him up at the top of the kitty condo. He is a climber. He likes to be up tall, and he is at the height of his playfulness. He's a year old. He's a big cat. and he is really one that's going to be pouncing all over. He was just a moment ago really interested in this feather toy. You know, when you see those shows where they're putting the wand around, that's going to be him bouncing after those toys all over. So he definitely is looking for an active home and someone who's going to allow him to be the active and playful kitty that he is. A little bit independent. You'll find him climbing up things, so you want to be sure to give him the appropriate places to be able to climb. And if you're interested in soft paws like he has on to keep your kitties from scratching the furniture, let me back him up. The package we have. We do sell them at all of our boutiques and at our retail locations. It's a great alternative to declawing. They're a simple little plastic cap that you glue onto your kitty's claws to keep them from clawing any of your furniture if you have problems with that. So they're simple to do, and some of the girls at the store will be able to help you show that as well on how to use them. And if you want to see them in person, come down and meet Raylan. He is sporting his pink soft claws.
Lisa, he is such a handsome kitty. You can see his wheels turning in there when he looks in the camera.
Ready to pounce on something. Beautiful American short hair. All right, well, as a military cat, Blade had to adjust to many different types of homes, but this cream tabby was hardly fit for active duty. Blade was now looking for a foster home through our Project Active Duty program, while his owner, Carlos, in this picture, serves overseas in the military. If you can help Blade, you can contact our foster department and give him a place to stay for the next few months.
Well, stay tuned and meet McGregor and see some spunky kitten cuteness with our Kitten Cam when we come back.